MFG 141, Machining Operations. Joe Cerrone going through today's video conference. We're going to take a look at the NIMS practice tests in the Immerse to Learn CNC milling operations, and we'll look at the CNC milling programming. The test that we're going to take is going to be the milling operations. And I put the content under the D2L, which is the Oakton course management, under NIMS final review. And what you're going to need to do is to create a NIMS login, review the test material. And so under course review, you're going to need to set up a NIMS account, create a login, join, and then complete the CNC operator credentialing document. Okay, so what is that? If we go to the NIMS final review, you will need to fill out this CNC mill operator credentialing achievement record for CNC mill operator. And basically it will have your name on it. The site name will be Oakton Community College, and then the date completed will be once you get this back to us. We'll sign off on it. And at the end of it, basically, it signs off that you understand how to use the machine. And so there's these check marks that we'll go through. And then at the end of it, you'll have a sponsor, which will be me or Francis, who will sign off on it. I think I sign off here and Francis signs off here, and then you sign off here. And then we send that into NIMS, and then they will make the test available for you. The test, I believe, is $35 to take it. There may be an application fee also for joining NIMS. So you may have two $35 fees, which you can pay with a credit card if you decide to take the exam. So with that, that's where these documents are for students who want to take the NIMS final exam. They're under NIMS final review. And then we'll take a look at the content for the test preparation. The NIMS test is a multiple choice test. And so it's very similar to what you'll see here if you go into the Immerse to Learn. And so if we go to Immerse to Learn and to the home page, and then we take a look at the NIMS practice test. Now they do have a test measurement and material safety. This is also an exam that you can take, but the one that we want is the operators. And so if we click on CNC milling operations, essentially it just goes through and says there's no pretest. And then we go to the next page, and it puts us into the test, which is a practice test. And you can go through and take this test and see how you do with it. There's also a practice test here in the NIMS Oakton D2L. And so if you go to this NIMS prep test, that information is available. So let us know if you plan to take that test. Be sure that I would email it, and I would use the D2L email, because everything is all very well organized here. And so if you go into the email under messages and alerts, you can go to email, and all you have to do is compose an email to Francis or myself. I would do both. And if you use the D2L email, I would do both of these if you can, just to be sure. And then we could also put Francis. You'll notice that it says at d2l.oakton. That keeps it in the D2L. The problem with the oakton.edu is that there's so much spam in there that you have a lot. I have a lot of information. So put in there an email to Francis, and then you could say NIMS, and then you could say I have registered. Attached is my car. Credentialing, what's it called? Sorry. It just seems that this does this whenever I'm trying to do a web broadcast. But I lost my, let's see if it's there. There it is. I have registered for my car certificate of achievement. Report. I guess it's report. I don't know. And then I would say attached with signature. And then you could say I would like, I would. And we could say we'll set up for proctoring on the 2nd. And then sign it, just put your name on it, send it to Francis and I, and then we'll make sure that you have the ability to take that test. It is a nice certificate. And so you can go through and take that exam and kind of add some closure to the course. So with that, I'm going to post this as the recording for today's agenda. We're just going to go through the practice test and to review that content. Remember to make sure that you complete the material in the Immerse to Learn. You should have the Mill programming module completed. And you should also have the speeds and feeds. And we'll be able to get your course material and your test scores, which we'll use to evaluate you for the course. Okay, with that, I am going to go back and end this recording, and I will post it